Hey BAMMA Nation, Dixie Jean here, getting ready for Badbeat 14, coming on January 9th, guys. 2015 is just around the corner. Right now I'm sitting with Shai Lindsey, getting ready to take on Michael Reyes. First off, how are you doing, Shai? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Correct. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing very well. You fought with us once before for Badbeat 11. Walk us through how that fight went for you.
For my pro debut, I was pretty happy how I did. Just for my first pro fight. I got the finish in the second round, so I can't be too hard on myself.
And since Badbeat 11, you actually went out of the country, fought out there. How did everything go for you that?
Uh, it was kind of rough. I fought in October with you guys, and I just fought this last October, so I was off for a year. No injuries. I just couldn't land a fight, but I went out there and got a first round stoppage, so that went well too. So I'm happy with my performance. I'm progressing, and I'm ready for January 9th to show my new skills.
Now you are taking on Michael Reyes. What do you know about your opponent?
I know that he's I fought his teammate for my pro debut. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna kind of have the similar style, kind of exciting fighter, kind of push the pressure, and I'm just kind of preparing for the worst, so I end up on the good end of the stick.
Now, you fought with us before, you went out of the country, and you're coming back. Why do you want to come back to the BAMMA USA cage? What is the biggest incentive for you to fight for us?
For me, it's the closest thing to home, to Vegas, to bring fans. And almost every single day I get asked when's my next fight, And I was preparing for Canada, and everybody was excited, and they found out in Canada. So I sold a lot of pay-per-views so everybody could watch. But the closest thing now is only like a 3-hour drive for me, and some fans going out, and I'm excited just to kind of be back in the States and fight.
And do you have family and friends that are coming from far away to come see this fight?
Some of my sponsors from Hawaii will be out here to make my fight, so I'm excited. It should be a big crowd for me.
For Badbeat 14, it is the beginning of 2015. So my question is, obviously you're looking for that victory on January 9th, but what are your own personal goals that you're going to set for yourself for 2015?
Just staying healthy for the whole year and try to get the most fights in I can get in the year. I'm starting off early in the year, and then there's 11 other months that I can try to get fights, and that's pretty much my goal, just to fight as much as possible in 2015 and get the most wins I can get out of it all.
And ultimately, with all those wins you hope to rack up, where do you hope it takes you?
Give me a good contract somewhere that's going to take care of me. I don't got to be hustling around, I can just really just focus on fighting and just find a home for me.
Well, Shai, I know you're from out of state, but I'm very happy to have you back in our cage. BAMMA USA, we love to support the fighters. That's our main goal. They're people first, fighters second, and we really, truly support you guys. So if you can find a home with us, we'd be happy to have you.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
And going into this, fighting for Badbeat 11, you've developed your skills since your pro debut. What do you think is going to be your biggest asset going into this fight?
I think just my ring experience, just from my amateurs to who I train with, to who I fought, and just being calm and ready for anything that I'll be given, and should be a great fight.
Speaking of trainers, is there any shout-outs you want to give to your coaches, teammates?
To Hybrid Performance, is everybody that's in there who's been putting in that extra work for me. Andrew Jacoby with my strength conditioning, my head coach, David Gavick, wrestling coach, because I know Michael likes to wrestle, and then my boxing coach, Chris Ben at UNLV Boxing.
And you were mentioning how you have some sponsors traveling far. Any shout-outs you want to give to them?
Yeah, biggest shout out is probably going to be to Farmers Market Hawaii. They sponsored me in my Badbeat 11, and they followed me throughout my amateur career. And Atera from Canada made a new sponsor out there when I was out there. And just pretty much anybody that supports me and who's been there from day one.
Awesome. Now, Shai, this is just over a month away from the fight. What is going to be your main priority this last remaining weeks?
It's just sharpening tools. You know, I already have some tools, just making them extra sharp and make sure when I step in that cage, there's no issues, and I'll get the finish again.
All right, Shai. And is there any way that people can follow you on social media, see you as not just a fighter, but as a person as well through your career?
Yeah, I'm pretty out there on my Instagram. I think I'm very personal on there, more than just my training with my life, my son, just what I do on every day. I post YouTube videos and my Twitter account, ShyBoy645, pretty much for all of them, and you'll find something about me.
Now, you mentioned your little boy. Going into it, how is finding a balance for the holidays and doing all your training?
It's tough, you know. We just got past Thanksgiving, and I had pretty much my meal set. I didn't really get to enjoy Thanksgiving like everybody else, but being the fighter that I chose, you know, the lifestyle, I kind of miss Thanksgiving almost every year so far since I've been fighting. It's nothing new to me. I think it's just another sacrifice I will make for him to give him a better lifestyle.
Now, Christmas, training and everything, is this going to be one of his presents coming to see you fight out in LA?
Yeah, I got a little weekend planned for him, you know, especially that I'm kind of missing a couple of the holidays, even with my girlfriend's birthdays during my camp, and I won't be going out, and he knows that. So at the end, we can all celebrate together.
Yeah, and being that you are out of town, what is the benefit for someone going back to a promotion that have helped them with their pro debut and get them started in the pro life of a fighter?
I mean, for BAMMA, I was impressed just on my pro debut. The show was run well. The commission was good. Um, I came from Tough Enough, and I kind of was every fight was with them. It was kind of I knew what was expected, and when I went to BAMMA, it was kind of like seamless for me. It was another show for me. And being out from Canada, I don't really have fans, you know. I was kind of a little closer to home, so I can have some cheers in the crowd for sure.
Now, knowing that you have people coming from out of state, traveling out with you to LA, knowing that you get there early, have some time to prepare, does it make them more excited to see you knowing that you're with a promotion that you've already been with before?
Yeah, and like they're just kind of more excited that it's actually kind of close to home. You know, they haven't really seen me. I haven't fought in Vegas over in a year, so wherever I can go, kind of close to home, people will show up and support me.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully you have a nice loud crowd for you. I'm sure it's exhilarating having them there, especially with the little man going to be there to watch you as well. I'm sure it's very exciting. Well, hopefully the victory's in your corner and you guys have even more to celebrate. Maybe have that pumpkin pie you didn't have for Thanksgiving after the fight, and maybe have a little bit more, Christmas cookies after the fight.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm looking for that win, and I'm excited to step back in that ring for you guys.
All right, well, Shai Lindsey, we will see you take on Michael Reyes for Badbeat 14 coming January 9, 2015.